Welcome to episode 50. 50 of It's No Secret Podcast Live. We are your hosts, Teresa, Sharis, and Bianca Rose. Can you guys believe it? It's episode 50.
Holy shit, I feel old.
We don't use that word here. That's crazy. I can't believe we're 50 episodes in already.
50 episodes in, what a commitment.
I
Holy
know.
shit.
I actually got in my memories, that you get on like social media or whatever, a memory from a year ago of us promoting our first episode. Like,
Aww.
yeah, I was like,
Our 1 year It's No Secret podcast birthday is coming up in a couple weeks, so
In
we're
a
gonna have to do
couple
a
weeks.
celebration there.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Ah, Jesus, time
insane.
flies.
It's insane. Yeah.
It does.
Fuzzy Bunny, look, oh, they're excited too. 50,
Mhm.
let's
Hey.
go. That's how I heard it in my head, at least. And then Nikita's out here like 50. Like,
that's wild.
I know. But
Definitely.
if you've watched any of our other 49 episodes, first of all, thank you. But as you guys know, we always start with our highs and lows. So we are going to do no different this time around. We're going to go ahead and start with our low first. Shout out real quick to everyone that is already watching us on our social media platforms. Please be sure to share your highs and lows in the chats with us as well so that we can share it with the world.
Yeah, definitely. I really like the way that last week's little setup was where everyone can have like their comments showing.
Yeah.
So once all of our regulars get in, join the chat, we need to start like displaying those a little bit more.
Yes. We'll have you guys hop on in. All right. So I guess I will start with my low for the week. So my low this week was that I was having a fucking horrendous toothache all last week, pretty much. And on Saturday, I was finally like, I've had enough. And so I went in to get like a last minute emergency appointment. And sure enough, I was supposed to get a root canal. They ended up having to take the fucking bitch out. So, yes, I'm living a toothless life right now over here.
Is that going to affect your Thanksgiving tomorrow?
Fuck no. Have you met me? No, like I do have to be careful though. Like I have to stick to like softer foods. But that's the good thing about Thanksgiving is
Yeah, I
like,
was just about to say.
yeah, we got turkey, we got mashed potatoes, we
Like
got
basically
stuffing.
any and all sides are pretty much like baby food, like ready. So you should be fine.
I should be fine tomorrow. I'll get to eat plenty of food. But that was my low. And if you've ever experienced toothaches, you know that it is a bitch and it gives me the worst headaches ever. So yes, I'm just glad that's over.
Yeah, I'm glad that you actually went to go see the dentist because I've had toothaches before and I just Orajel the shit out of my mouth. I don't learn.
Well, I was popping pills. I did a little bit of Orajel on Friday, like the day before I ended up going, and it was just bad. I was like, oh no, fuck this.
I think
I'm
like
not-
the first time I was a kid and discovered Orajel and I accidentally got it like on my lips. I'm like, this is tingly. It was more ticklish than anything. It's like I shouldn't have been playing with it, but it was like
you would.
I mean, yeah. It was fun.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's over.
Yeah.
But Shari, what was your low?
I just feel like I'm going crazy. I think
I was not expecting that.
I think perimenopause is taking over my life, and I just think that it's just been a roller coaster of a week. I'll say that. Yeah, just all over the place.
Just like, yeah, mentally, emotionally, physically.
Just everything. Yeah. Like one minute I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get up and do this, and I'm like, I just rather lay in bed. And then next minute it's like, I'm happy, and it's like, no, you don't. You fucking hate people. Like I'm like literally all over the place. Like I don't know whether I'm coming or going. So it's just been just a challenging week, just to try to stay as focused as I can on the things that need to get done. Like I was just saying, I literally grocery shop today. I'm in the process of grocery shopping right now for tomorrow. Why? Because I just couldn't focus. Like it just was
Mhm.
not happening for me. So
You have to
yeah,
muster up the energy to, like,
yeah.
fucking do anything. Yeah, no. So, before the show started, Shari and I had a whole ass conversation about perimenopause and how nobody fucking talks to you about it.
Mm.
So we're definitely gonna have an episode dedicated
Talk
to
about
that.
I
it
keep saying women's health is
At
not
some point.
talked about enough.
It's really not. It's unfortunate.
at all. So yeah, that's my low, and we'll get through it. But B, what about you?
Um, I'm gonna like highlight Jada Countessa's. Like, I didn't get visited by the class pet this week. Hashtag thankful. I'm kind of on the same boat with her. I didn't have really a bad week.
Ah.
I had an exhausting week because considering like it was a short work week, I should have like worked less days, but I definitely worked longer hours. But it was busy and productive enough. It didn't really ruin the week. So I'm gonna say I didn't have a low this week.
Okay, God's
But yeah.
favorite.
Mm,
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna try
the-
to look at that from a good perspective.
Yeah. No, definitely, you should. And speaking of good perspectives, thank you for the segue, B. We're gonna talk about our highs for the week now. So my high this week was actually that it was a short week and I don't have to work tomorrow or Friday. So having a nice 4-day weekend is extremely necessary. Because if you guys watched last week's episode and you heard my low last week, like I've been very like overwhelmed and tired lately. So, you know, it's just nice to get a little extra break from the norm and from the chaos and things
Yeah.
of that nature.
You just need that reset. And I'm glad that the holidays is giving that to us because if you're not going to take that PTO or if you're not going to listen to your body, then let the government do it for you and take those extra days off,
Let
please.
the
Reset.
government do it for you. Yes, thank you for once, government. Danielle, menopause is like invasion of the body snatchers. Yes, it really is. You just don't
I'm not
fucking
looking
hear
forward
from
to that.
mm.
I
both of us.
so I downloaded like this period tracker app not too long ago. And it does a really good job of like educating you on the cycles and stuff. So I've been learning a lot about like the follicular, the luteal, and all this kind of shit. Right now I'm in luteal phase. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's like that attitude right there. That's the phase. That's this. I'm like,
That
it's not Mercury in retrograde. It's a whole different, another cycle.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm keeping track of all these fucking things.
Becky said, "I'm too young for menopause." LOL.
It'll
Yeah.
get you.
It's interesting.
Shari, what was your high?
My high is that I've been on vacation all week.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, it's been a nice 5 days so far, minus the roller coaster. But it's been nice to like not have to get up. I've actually been staying up way past my bedtime and then sleeping in. So that's felt really, really great.
Oh, you're gonna regret that when you go
I am.
back?
I literally told the kids, I told them that this morning. I said, Friday, we're going to bed at normal time. Like, we got to get back on our
That's
cycle
cool.
because,
Yeah.
yeah, like, normally we're in bed. I'm asleep by 9 o'clock, and I've been up to like 2 a.m. watching TV and then sleeping in till 9. Nor my alarm wakes me up at like 4:35. So, yeah, I definitely have to get back on it before the. Oh, actually, I'm off on Monday too. So,
You're off on Monday too?
well, I have to go to my son's grandfather's service on Monday. So,
Ah,
Mm.
but yeah,
as I like that
I'm
was
like still off. But yes,
Still off, but not doing anything fun.
not
yeah,
anything fun.
not anything fun at all. But yeah, so it's just been nice to be off and not have the feel the rat race in addition to everything else that I'm feeling. Like
Yeah.
that's been
Yes.
nice. Yeah. What about you, B? What was your high?
Before I say my high, Jada Contessa, she shared her high is that she passed her test with a correction 98 and then had a wicked time. So
Woohoo.
she did pass her test to have her certification at her new position. Congratulations. Um,
Yay.
and one of my highs was that the both of us went to go see Wicked together.
And you
We
guys looked so cute.
we did dress up. We were on theme. She dressed up in like green colors as Alphaba. I did my little pink ensemble for Galinda. Audibly crying in the theater. If you ask me, I'm audibly crying. If you ask her, she said no. She cried silently, but we both cried for sure. It was good. It was so, so, so good. We had been looking forward to it since last year, which oddly enough, last year when we went to see the first Wicked was actually the day that I took my exam for the position that I have now and passed. So we're like, okay, so this is like good. This is a good routine. It's good things. I took my test and passed today, and then we saw Wicked. You're going to take your test and you're going to pass today, and we're going to go see Wicked, and it's going to be a whole thing. And turned out to be true.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, that was a good high, but also, I went to the store this weekend and I found a wallet with $100 bill sticking out. Yeah, and
Nice.
that was the Lord testing me. It really, really was because I only saw the $100 bill and I was like, yes. But then I saw the wallet and I'm like, oh God. It has like it doesn't have a tracker on it, but I decided to like be a good person and I'm like, oh, let me go drive to this address if it's nearby. If it's nearby, then fine, I'll return it. And it was just like down the street. So I was like, okay, well, it's a man. So let me go pick up my sister first, and then I'll go drop
Right.
it off at this address. Turned out, sweet guy, thanked me and let me actually keep the $100 bill.
Oh, wow. See? Karma.
Yeah. So it was a good test. I passed and I was rewarded. So it was a really good week.
That's
Can't complain.
good.
Aiden Fire in the chat said that her high was that I went to see Wicked with my little mini me, Alana, and it was so nice to have some mommy daughter time. I love that.
She said they cried too.
Guys, if y'all have not seen Wicked, watch the first one and then watch the second one because it's full like circle. Like it just comes to nice closures. Songs are great. So good. Cannot emphasize that
I
enough.
still haven't watched the first one. Gabby watches it all the time. I just haven't like sat down to like.
But are you like a musical person? Because my sister is not a musical person. So I was like, you're not ever going to watch it. Let me tell you what happened.
For me, it depends on the musical, but I do usually give them like a chance at least. Yeah.
I don't know. Cynthia Erivo's voice in those just really makes it feel less of a musical and more like an emotional roller coaster.
Wow.
So take that as you will.
I don't like musicals. I'm not a huge fan of them, but that one wasn't that bad. Minus the popular song, because I really can't stand that song in general.
All the time.
But like minus that, it was okay.
Data Countessa said she's waiting for the person who found my wallet to come knocking.
It's somewhere in her car.
Still,
we just have not looked for it.
She still hasn't looked for it.
She says she's looked for it. And I'm going to believe her that she did it with her entire heart and the entire FBI team behind her back.
FBI team, though.
I'm pretty sure. But yeah.
Well, today, first of all, I guess we should start by saying like tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
It is
Thanksgiving.
we all get to eat some really good food tomorrow. Woohoo! Hopefully.
I started fasting a couple hours ago.
Oh, just to make room?
Just to make room. It's like, all right, like surgery prep in mind, like pre-procedure, like I need to start fasting right now to last me till tomorrow to make all of the meals worth it. Do y'all do the same?
No, the only thing I think about is what stretchy pants am I going to wear tomorrow? Because I got to wear something comfortable. I every year for Thanksgiving, like I'm not the type of person to like want to dress up and stuff like that. So I'm not really the one that does that unless I have to. So I will be comfortable tomorrow.
Lucky. I usually, like, me and my sisters are very much pajama people. So we're like, okay, but I have to go to a second location. So I'm like, okay, well, what's the vibe there?
Right.
Pajamas.
Right. That me?
I always plan to get dressed for Thanksgiving, but considering that I'm the cook, that never happens.
No.
Yeah. I wake up, throw on a t-shirt and some leggings, and I cook, and then I'm like, there's no point in getting dressed now. I'm going to eat and go to sleep. Forget about it.
Do any of y'all enjoy hosting Thanksgiving?
I do not.
I cook every year. It's my thing.
Yes, she does it every year. I don't like hosting. When I have people over my house, like the build up to it is anxiety driven for me.
Mm.
Because I'm like, I gotta make sure everything's clean. I gotta make sure we got enough food for everyone. Maybe some finger food. Let's make sure we got enough drinks. Do we have alcohol? Do we? And yeah, it just turns into chaos. Like it's too much stress leading up to it. Like once it happens, I'm like, oh, that was so fun. That was great. But then no, yeah, leading up to it, I'm like, no thanks.
I've never had a big enough place to host a Thanksgiving, but that's something that I would love to do. Because like I've said before on previous episodes, I function off high anxiety. So I like high functioning anxiety. So I am always wanting to, go and do things. So I think hosting would be a good thing. I just never had the space for it.
Yeah. Becky said, let's not talk about the time I attempted to make an air fried turkey and didn't know how it actually worked.
You know what? And I said this last time and I'll say it again just in case anyone needs a friendly reminder. This is not the time to try anything new.
Yes, I was thinking that when I was reading her comment. I was like, Thanksgiving
This
is
is
not the
not the
day.
time to try anything new.
You gotta try it
Nothing
several weeks
experimental.
before. And then David Contessa said to Shari, as long as your dressing is on point, that's all I care about.
Oh, it is. And it's made from scratch.
Yeah,
No
I
box
love
dressing
that.
here.
love it. Love
Okay,
it.
so she said dressing, and it almost took me a minute to realize what she was saying
That's
because I call it stuffing.
yes.
And I feel
Stuffing
like we had this conversation at work and it got very like in depth with it. So I've never called it dressing.
So I never used to call it dressing either until I got surrounded by Black people.
because dressing and stuffing are a little different.
Mm. Are
So,
they?
yes, in a way they are. I
How?
feel like because I feel like stuffing. I mean, I don't know. To me, dressing is like it's a little more complex than stuffing. Stuffing is more like your bread crumbs or whatever you're gonna use, and some vegetables, and normally people stuff it in the turkey. That's where stuffing
Right.
came from. You put
Right.
it inside the turkey while you're cooking the turkey. That was the whole thing. Dressing is a whole nother separate thing. It's not going nowhere near the turkey at all.
So yeah, that was like the big argument that was made at work was that it technically is the same dish but placed in different areas. So the
Yeah.
stuffing in the turkey.
And people do a little more with their dressing. Like they add different things to it that you wouldn't technically add to stuffing because again it's already cooked within the meat. So like
Mhm.
in dressings, a lot of dressings you will find people add meat or do seafood dressings, right? It's different than just a bread stuffing, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Becky
Yeah.
Flower says
Really
cornbread is the way to go. And that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I use cornbread and I use cornbread for my dressing. So
Cornbread stuffing is the best. The difference is that one of those terms should tell me how it was made, cooked within or in a pan.
in a
But
pan.
that's really interesting because my family has always called it stuffing, and they never fucking cook it in the turkey. Like, ever. I have never seen them cook it in the turkey.
Well, because some don't like. There's like stovetop stuffing, right? And you can just
Right.
make that in a pot. And oh my god, my auntie used to make that shit all the time when we were younger.
Aw, memories.
Yeah, that literally like took me down a whole other path. Yeah, but it is, and that's called stuffing, right? It's obviously not cooked in the turkey. You make that in a pot, but yeah, I think it is. It's more of a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
But
never heard it as dressing. The first time I heard it as dressing, I was like, "What are you talking about? Like salad dressing?"
like salad dressing? Thank
Yeah.
you.
But that was
But
a long time ago.
regardless, Thanksgiving is a hassle for the people who host it. So if you are hosting it or up all night or early in the morning slaving away in the kitchen, thank you so much. The people like me who only bring napkins and drinks, we are thankful for you.
I'm gonna shout out Michelle because she's gonna actually host our family as well
I love that.
this year. So
Awesome. I'm like, I
yeah.
have greens cooking right now as we speak that I cut up and soaked today.
Nice.
So
There's a lot of prepping that goes into it.
I'm on
So
track.
I'm grateful for the people like you. Thank you.
Yes. So speaking of being grateful,
See what I did
that's
there?
what today's show is all about, is gratitude. And I was talking with my friend ChatGPT about like just defining gratitude. And it gave me, like one of them basic ass definitions for it. And then it asked me, do you want me to give you a definition that you can use for your podcast? And I said, yes, please. And this is what it gave me, okay? It said, when we talk about gratitude, we're talking about more than just saying thank you. Gratitude is really the practice of noticing the good in our lives, big or small, and taking a moment to appreciate it. It's recognizing the people who show up for us, the moments that ground us, and even the lessons that come from things that didn't go our way. Gratitude shifts our focus, softens our edges, and reminds us that even on the hardest days, there's still something worth holding on to.
Yeah,
I like
Okay,
that.
Chat GPT.
Okay,
that was
chat.
everything.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming to today's podcast. That summed it all up.
Yeah, next to you guys. Thank you. No, just kidding. But I was like, yes,
Mhm.
that is gratitude, right? Is the appreciation of the good things in our lives.
Yeah.
So that's what we're
And
going to dedicate this episode to.
What
oh, we're gonna have
is
one long episode dedicated to my highs.
Ah, my high. Yes. So to kick it off, I guess, what are you guys thankful for? What are you guys grateful for?
is is ironic as this may sound, life.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like really, it this year has been just an odd one for me, to say the least. Um, I have had some really low lows this year, but when I take a step back from that and like really just think about life in itself, I'm just like, I am just so thankful. And I know I'm so blessed despite all the challenges I've faced this year. And I wake up every day and I'm just like, I'm awake, right? And that's something that we all take for granted a lot. You just get up, you go, because I'm up, I'm going to keep going, right?
Yeah.
But not realizing like how many people didn't. And that you're not promised that. Like nobody is promised that. And I get up and I'm functioning, and then I'm like, okay, now it's time to wake the kids up. And they get up. And that's another moment I stop and I'm like, thank you. Like
mhm.
I do take that gratitude a lot. I carry it with me all throughout the day. Every time there is something that comes up that's a challenge, I'm always just like, thank you, God. Like people at work will stop and be like, you okay over there? Because I will literally stop dead in my tracks and be like, thank you, God. Like, got it, heard you. Like because I constantly have to remind myself and keep myself in that state, no matter what I'm going through or the challenges I'm facing. Right, that I have to just stay grounded in that. And
Mhm.
I think that's what keeps me afloat most days. So it's just like the life that I live and the people who are in it. And I'm just grateful for it all.
Mm.
Even the challenges, I'm grateful for it.
I love that.
Becky said she's grateful for her grandbaby, but not her heathens. LOL. Just kidding,
Just kidding.
Bianca.
That JK better be so loud.
I was
B, what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for?
I'm gonna keep it general and on the same page as Shari because a lot of this year I have experienced a lot of growth. And not only that, but I started to finally acknowledge it. I started
Mm.
giving myself credit. I started giving myself grace. I started giving, myself a priority. I started acknowledging the small things. I think being on the podcast here and doing a weekly My Highs really does emphasize some of the small things too. The weeks where I say, like, oh, I'm God's favorite this week because I was thankful for more things to where it kind of outcasted anything that bad that may have happened. I didn't see it as bad. Um, where I'm at right now, career, mentality, friendships, relationships, like I am finally acknowledging that I am getting all the things that I wanted, that I worked for.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Jaded Countessa said she's thankful for the people who have been there for her, the lessons she's learned, and the opportunities to be better. Oh, I love
Mm.
that.
What
I'm
about you?
glad that you talked about acknowledging growth because I think not everybody does that. And so that's a big accomplishment to
Yeah.
acknowledge that growth for
And
sure.
sometimes it's not even me who recognizes it. It's the people around me who tell
Mhm.
me, like, you may not see it, but we see it.
Yeah,
So it's enough of a growth, it's enough of a change, enough of an impact for others to see and for me to kind of sit with it and acknowledge that.
that's so beautiful.
Oh, so beautiful. What about you, T?
For me, I wouldn't say that this year has been, like, the worst of years, but it definitely hasn't been the best either. Like, it's somewhere in the middle, which is cool, right?
You take that.
Um, but I am grateful for my support system.
Mm,
Um, I have to say that first, and that means, like, my husband, my family, my friends, um, and those who have given me solid advice or have just been there to listen when I'm going through some shit. Um, but I also have to, like, thank God for the strength that I've had throughout life. Because I think, like Bianca, I wouldn't say I experienced a lot of growth this year. I think this year was full of perspective for me. And so, like, just kind of looking back at decisions I've made in my life and things I could have done better, and, trying to just reflect a lot this
mm,
year. And so I think just the strength to, like, do what I need to do for myself, for my kids, for my family, and to be able to just, like, hold my head up high and take pride in who I have become and who I am and things like that. Like, I think we all need to take time to, like, really just put things into perspective and see, like, what our accomplishments have been, like Bianca
yeah.
said, and things like that. And so I think I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, and you kind of, said, I'll emphasize that you to be grateful for something, you have to have that perception of it.
Yep. Yep.
So I think that's a big, big thing that most people need to try to remember to do.
Right. Um, what do you guys think was more of, like, a hidden blessing for you guys? Like, something that felt like a major setback, but was really a good thing in the long run?
Like in general
In
in
general.
life,
Yeah.
not recently or anything.
It doesn't have to be recent. It can be
I've
anything,
opened so
yeah.
many doors.
That's fair. For me, like, I know I've talked about going through this, but, like, when I got laid off of work,
Mm,
a couple years back and pretty much had to start over, um, as hard as that was for me to swallow during that time, especially because that was my stability at the time, it was a very humbling moment. It was a
mm,
moment that I think I needed to, like, understand that, like, you work for things, and you know what I mean? Like, things aren't handed to you, and not that I was ungrateful before or didn't work hard before, but, like, it just puts things into perspective, especially, like, when it comes to, like, work. Like,
mhm.
you're not guaranteed anything in life except death, like Shari mentioned in that one episode, right? But, like, it's just, it made me refocus my energy because I was all like, work, 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 work. I have to, my job, my job, my job, my job. And it just made me realize, like, that's not the important shit in my life right now.
Mm,
Even the money aspect of it, like, it really just changed the way I saw everything else that was great in my life that I maybe wasn't paying as much attention to.
I like that.
Yeah.
What
What
about
about
you,
you
Sherry?
guys?
Um, I would have to say, like, dealing with everything I dealt with over the summer. Um, I don't think I've ever really shared what I was going through this summer. But I went through a period of being homeless this summer. Um, that was a very challenging time for me. And I said homeless in quotation marks because obviously, like, being the person I found a way to make it work. My children thought we were just an extended vacation. They didn't realize what was really going on at all. Um,
That's
but
what mamas do.
yeah, so I
Mm.
think for me, that moment has been a moment that I think that taught me a lot. Um, I don't know if I fully learned the lesson though, and I'm starting to realize that now. But just looking back on it, like I survived it. It was a very hard time just having kids. If it was myself, I think it's been totally different. But when you have children who depend on you and things like that, I think it just made it a lot harder. But I will say that it was a humbling experience for sure. Um, I think that I definitely grew from that experience, but again, I don't think I have all the lessons, but I'm seeing them now as
Mm.
time is unfolding, like what I didn't learn from that, and I have to apply it to going forward.
Mm. I like that.
I do too. Jada Countessa said, starting over is hard, but I have come to understand that I am not the same person I was when I first started. I have more tools and experience than I did at the beginning. Yeah. And that's just in life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. What about you, B? What's that moment that was a hidden blessing for you?
Um, Believe it or not, I'm gonna say it was losing my grandparents
Mm,
because I lost them in the same year. And at the time, I was young enough for them to be like my whole world. And so that instilled a lot of fear in me immediately. Like, what's going to happen now? They're my rocks, you know?
yeah.
But the relationship that I had with both of them caused me to reevaluate my relationships with others
Mm,
or the impacts that I had with others. Um, like, I'll say, like, me and my mom didn't have a good relationship at the time, leading up to my grandma's passing. Um, and when my mom got sick with COVID, I literally got on the phone yelling at her. We were not in a good place at the time, but I was like on the phone yelling at her, like, this is our relationship. We need to fix it because grandma would want us to fix it. And that kind of thing sticks with me, not just with mom, but like friendships in general, just relationships in general. Like, what is good for me? What do I want to keep? What am I willing to fight for? What do I deserve? What is, okay to let go? Um, I think the impact that losing them caused me to reevaluate and reemphasize the relationships that I had near me and be grateful for those. So I've been able to kind of be in the moment more and have those deeper, meaningful relationships with other people. And fuck, I even started going to therapy after that. So I learned a lot more stuff about myself.
yeah.
But it was after that. It was that fear that I had of after losing them that it changed a lot of me mentally and how I am, how I think and feel now.
So when you say fear, what do you think that fear was?
Fear of the unknown, being alone, being I don't know, a disappointment. I don't know. It was all the negative things that I'm like, I'm not gonna make it in life.
Hmm. That's a
So
tough
it kind
one.
of caused like even like grandpa on his deathbed was like, I don't want to leave because who's gonna take care of you? Been on this podcast talking about how fucking single I've been, that it's like no, grandpa, I'm fine. I'm gonna take care of myself. Mentality is like, okay, then career driven. I'm going to do these things. So, yeah, that really shaped a lot of how I see life and how it's I'm like driven in life.
So instead of saying that it was fear, maybe it was just motivation.
It wasn't motivation at the time.
Well, not at the time,
Immediately.
right? But looking back at it
Yes.
now, again, going to
Yeah.
into perspective, right, and reflection, like, maybe it was motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's amazing.
I think a lot of like,
Not that they passed, but yeah.
I was saying, I think a lot of life lessons, like those hard ones, are always motivation in some way, shape, or form. They always push us to either be better, do better, or want better.
Mm.
Yes. All right, so staying along some similar lines of, like, past kind of situations, what are some things that you guys are grateful did not work out? Live show.
That was like a trick question.
The Jeopardy music.
Well, live show, guys.
That was a trick question. Um, did it work out?
Yes.
I could say my job situation.
Mhm.
I think that so me and T kind of went through the same situation around the same time. We were working for the same company at that time. So like losing that job at the time that I did, I think it was perfect timing for me. Just because it was right before COVID had hit. Um, so I stopped working at the end of February, and then
On my
COVID.
birthday.
Yeah, it was your birthday. And then COVID literally hit, what, 2, 3 weeks later. Uh,
Yeah.
so I think when I look back on that now, like, yes, that was a horrible experience I have to go through because one, that was my stability, that was my everything. It was work,
Mhm.
work, work. That was all I did. Um, but it made me have to pause. And it allowed me, COVID made everybody have to pause, but it allowed me the time to pause because I wasn't working. And Caden was 5 at the time, 4 or 5 at the time when it happened. Um, so it just allowed me to spend that time with him and not be stressed and overwhelmed with like, but are we going to get back to work? Are we going to be paid? Are we, like, I didn't
Mhm.
have any of those worries. I could literally just embrace what was happening in the moment and just like, okay, well, my only focus is like our health and making sure we stay good. Because I was actually losing family members to COVID during that
Mhm.
time too. So it was like, just making sure that I was able to just have a one track mind. And so me not having that job at that time allowed me to just embrace what COVID had to offer, which was spending time with our families, getting to know people on a different level, and realizing the importance of things that I had put on the back burner.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Um, and so, yeah, I'm thankful that I lost my job in the time that I did because it opened up so many other doors for me.
It really did.
Yeah,
It really did.
it was awesome.
It was. It was. Fuzzy Bunny on our YouTube said, I'm grateful for the things I have gained and the blessings I'm able to say I still have. Family, friends, opportunity, and the ability to keep moving forward. I love all these comments.
Mhm.
These are beautiful. Keep them coming, guys. B, what is something that you're glad didn't work out for you?
I'm glad that I did not take the job in North Carolina.
I was thinking you were
I
gonna say
kind of
that.
know that
Yeah.
was coming. Um, Only because I, always wanted to leave Texas, was going to do that, but I was going to leave Texas and settle with a job that I was familiar with, and I had felt stuck with here. And at the time, I thought the solution was to have that same job or something so similar in just another state. But when the day that I got the call or got the offer for the job in North Carolina was the same day that I got the offer for the job that I have now. And this is literally the job that I had always wanted. So
Hmm.
um, Yeah, actually, I was in the midst of getting on a call to the hospital in North Carolina to accept the offer and work all that out. Um, Phone starts ringing and say, "Here you go. Here's what you've been waiting for. If you were just a little bit more patient."
Yeah. Somebody up there was like, "Wait a minute, we're not ready for you to
Mhm.
leave just yet."
Pretty much. So here I am. Y'all are stuck with me.
Yay. We wouldn't be here right now if it
We
wasn't
would
for
not be
that.
here. No.
Yeah.
Ah, funny how things work out.
For me, I'm gonna give you guys not generic, but a typical answer. Relationships, whether it be friendships or partners in my past, like, because there was a lot of situations that I was in where, I was around people that I thought I was gonna have around for the rest of my life, people that I
Mm.
thought I can't live without, and look at me living without them. But,
She's
like,
doing it.
Alive and well.
yes, those are the I'm so grateful for that. Like, even though some of those fucking sucked, like, especially the friendship ones, like,
Mm,
they fucking sucked when I was going through it, but looking back, like, the toxicity and the energy vampires that I used to be around, I'm like, "Girl, what were you doing with your life?" Like, man, you should have had better boundaries back then, but, like, you live and you learn, but I'm so grateful that that didn't work out, and it's like, even with my kids' dads, like, thank you for my babies because they are our greatest blessing, but I'm glad I didn't forcefully stay in any of those situations just because we had a kid, because I probably wouldn't be happy right now, and
mm,
so it gave me the space to find my person and be in a position where I feel like I'm more at peace than I ever have been before. And so I'm so glad those things did not work out. And she's seen me through a few of them, so she can attest to that. But, like, yeah, like, it's kind of a typical type of answer, but it's really true though for
I mean,
me.
that's yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very true for me.
Big relationships are a big chunk of our lives, and like you said, whether it be romantic relationships, friendships, whatever, um, we have relationships with our own family members. Like different things like that. But I think it is such a prominent part of our life that it does hold a lot of space and take up a lot of whether it's good energy or bad energy.
Mhm.
So that wasn't a real generic answer. I think that was just a real honest answer.
Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate that. So, along the lines of gratitude is it's not just the gratitude that we have for the things in our life, but the people, right? So, how do you guys express gratitude to the people around you typically?
I try verbalizing it more. A lot. Actually, recently I started trying to verbalize it a lot more. I'm not a gift giver, but I like to be told that that I mean something, mean something to someone, or that, um, I'm had an impact or I'm appreciated. But if I feel that way, other people might also feel that way too. And
Mhm.
it's nice to hear when someone is appreciated. Um, so I have been giving a lot of "I appreciate you," "Thank you so much," or "I love this," or whatever. I've been trying to verbalize a lot more, especially in the relationships close to me.
Bianca, you actually do a really good job of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, like with everyone around you, you do a really good job of that. So keep it up.
Oh, thank you.
What about you, Shar? How do you express gratitude?
Um, if I'm being honest, I think I could do a better job at doing it. I
Mhm.
think like I'm more of a I express gratitude like within myself for certain people in situations versus verbally telling them.
Mm,
Um, or I tend to like I'll do things to show you more than like saying it. I'm more of a shower
Wow.
than I am, a teller. So like, I buy you coffee today, or like whatever, like like, oh, I was thinking about you this morning, like but obviously it's more than just that. um but yeah, I think I do that a lot more, and like and internalize it more than telling people. And I think that's just something like that I'm again, I want to do better at telling people, but I think it's something else blocking me from doing that. Is just because like I don't want people to think that, not that I don't want people to think that I care that much, but it's not really fucked up. But I try not to give people that much power over me, right? To think like, oh, I need them, or oh, like them doing this for me made me feel this way. So it's like I may not always tell people because I'm battling whatever else that is on the side that
Mhm.
interferes with that. But like again, I will still do things to let people know like that I
Yeah.
do appreciate them.
Love that.
I, like Shari, struggle with verbalizing it. I think I've gotten better over the last several years, um, but I do struggle with expressing gratitude verbally. I'm
Mm.
trying to do a much better job of that, specifically with my husband, because I think it's super important in a partnership for your partner to hear the good instead of only hearing the bad or what needs to improve or what we need to do or whatever. So I'm trying harder to be better at that. I'm not the greatest at it though, admittedly. But I will say that throughout my life, and something that I've consistently done to express gratitude has definitely been to play the role of protector.
Mm.
I For those people that I am extremely grateful for, I tend to protect and sometimes even try to like shelter in a way, like, keep them away from the negativity or whatever it may be, or provide for them in some kind of way, help them and, whatever way that I possibly can in that moment. And so I guess that's a way of like showing instead of telling, right?
Yeah.
But that bubble of protection is definitely what my way of showing my gratitude towards the people that I am grateful for. Like, you can fuck with me all you want, but you can't fuck with them. Like that, no, that's a side of me that I honestly don't like that comes out sometimes, but has to every once in a while. But I'm again trying to get a lot better at verbalizing
Mm.
that I'm grateful for people.
And if our viewers in the chat have other ways of to express gratitude, let us know. How else can we do it? Because it's not just vocalizing and acts of service. If you don't realize the theme that we're kind of going on, it's the love languages. That
Oh,
is how
please.
sometimes it's shown. So if y'all have other ways to express the gratitude, even how do you express gratitude to yourself? How about that?
Mm.
Is
I'm
how
I'm
do
not
you
good at
express
that.
gratitude for you?
I'm not good at that at all.
Mm-mm.
I'll be honest with you. That's some I've always wanted to work on, but for some reason I still struggle with it.
Mm.
Um, I am definitely the type of person that tends to put myself last on the list, and again, trying to improve, trying to do what I can, which goes to show you that that can happen at any age.
Well,
um,
I think let's start right now. I want both of y'all to tell me something that y'all are grateful for about you.
oh fucking shit!
Be nice to my friends. Talk nice to them.
Be nice to my friends. Um,
Give yourself some credit. What are you thankful for about you?
I am grateful
We're live.
for this is really hard for me. I'm I think I'm a very loyal person, and I am a very open-minded, and I try my very best to not be judgmental of
Mm,
people. Um, and I've actually been told in the past that I'm one of like the more non-judgmental. Like, somebody could tell me something crazy, and I'm like, "Well, if that's what's best for you, like, that's cool." Um, but I do like that and appreciate that about myself.
Mm. Shari.
She's gonna have an even harder time than I did.
Um, although I find it very challenging at times, I'm constantly reminded of how much of a good mom I am. Um, and so I am thankful that I am able to give my children that, because it is a lot of kids who don't get that.
Mm.
So yeah, I think I'm grateful that I'm able to love my children. It may not be 100% the right way, but I think I do a good job at it.
Nobody gets to
Mm.
determine what the right way is.
Yeah,
Mm.
you know what I mean. It's different for each
You do it
kid.
your way. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because you kind of mentioned it earlier when you said, your kids don't know the stuff that you go through as a mom. And I think that's true. And I think I kind of set that up because I was hoping that you would say that a lot of moms do need to be, show gratitude to themselves because they do a lot
Yes, we
without just
fucking
knowing.
do.
I
Uh,
have access to my mom's like all accounts and stuff, so I know what she does now, but I didn't know what she did then or how much she continues to do outside of that.
I
So
know.
yeah,
We
moms
keep
do take on a load of things, a lot of burdens, a lot of risk, a lot of, you know, things like that. But you still get the job done and you do it well.
Mhm. We ain't got a choice. We
It don't
do
matter.
we do what we gotta do. Jada Countess on YouTube said, "I love that I have given myself permission to be myself, even when it's weird, loud, rough, or musical." Yes. And honestly, like, knowing Jada Countessa personally, and, you guys have met her on the show previously as well, like, she really is herself all the time, and it is very admirable, because not a lot of people can do that, just be themselves all the
Yeah,
time.
sick all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. But yes, I'm glad that Shari did mention her mommy moments because she is a fantastic mom. Look at me verbalizing stuff.
Oh, look at that. We're learning.
We're learning and growing. I know we're getting close to the top of the hour here, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about what we have appreciated about our listeners and the people that watch us live every week. The very few of you, but thank you guys. Like, but what are some things that you guys appreciate about the people that come and show up for us every week?
The realness.
Yes.
Calling me out. Not
Dig deeper.
but no, like honestly, like, we've kind of coined this as being our therapy sessions, right? And like I think that it has made me look at the way I view things, or see, like talk about things. I think it's made me view those things differently just by getting that honest feedback, and hearing other people's thoughts and of things that we say. Like I think it's made it a lot easier for me to just kind of be open a little bit. It's been a safe space. I say that. So thank you
Mhm.
guys for making this a safe space, as much as we try to make it a safe space for everyone
Right.
who participates. But you guys have made it a safe space, because the internet can be very cruel. um, but yeah, it has 50 weeks of being a safe space. I think we're on to something.
Yep.
B, what about you?
I'm going to piggyback off that because the consistency of our regulars, the fact that we have regulars, 50 weeks is a lot of weeks to continuously do this and create that community and create that safe space. We do have a lot of the same regulars who are visibly in the comments. So thank you. But also to the people who just watch and still support, because there's a lot of people, even in our own work building, who don't show up in the chats, but definitely highlight some things and call back to the episodes in person. There's quite a few people who are like, "Oh, you mentioned how does a butterfly look like in the cocoon? Here's the actual answer." And I'm like, "I didn't even know you were watching."
Seriously.
Some of the people who approach us and let us know that they watch the podcast and are able to like call back to certain things surprise me. The variety of people surprises me. So thank
Yeah.
you to the regulars who show up and make the conversations flow and, keep it versatile too. But also to the people who just watch alone because y'all still watch and y'all still support and we love that. It's what keeps us here coming back.
I definitely agree with you, B. It's like those moments where they say something like or quoting the show. I've
Yeah.
gotten some of those and I've gotten people at the office that are like, "Y'all are funny as fuck." And I'm like, "Oh, you can thank Bianca for that." Like, yeah,
Dude,
like
the fact that I've had a couple of like high up leaderships come up and tell I also had a graveyard as growing up. Like I've also had my version of this. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I know, right? At first it's kinda like, "Oh, shit,"
It's
but
like, oh shit.
we're people too, you know what I mean? Like, and to Shari's point and what she's grateful for, like, that safe space, I think more and more people around us, whether they watch live or watch it afterwards or,
Mm,
in their car, whatever, like, I just appreciate the fact that y'all keep coming back.
yep.
Like, you know, you guys always keep the vibe so good and so lively, and you guys are fucking funny. Like, you guys make this show what it
Mhm.
is, and if it wasn't for you guys showing up every week, like, I don't think we'd be as entertaining as we might be. So, like, thank you guys so much for that and for keeping us smiling, and it gives me something to look forward to every week. It gives me Fuzzy Buddy said, "I'm just here to play the payaso," which
I
means
don't know what
clown,
that is.
Bianca.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what that is. I really didn't know what that was.
We're over that. We have moved on from that week,
Next
okay?
time, add the emoji for like interpretation or something. Get
Yeah,
translation, please.
but, like, you guys really give me, like, something to look forward to. Like, even on Wednesdays when I'm like, "Fuck, I'm tired," and, like, I don't wanna show my face on camera today, right? As soon as I get here, I feel completely different about it, and
Yeah.
so thank you guys for that and for allowing us to, like, consume your Wednesday evenings every week. Um, and it's just those little funny moments, like, Fuzzy Bunny talking about being the clown, like, his little "El Pau Pau" comment last week was fucking hilarious, or, like, closer to the beginning when, I think her screen name was, like, Lil Miss Nay, I'm alive and well and pregnant, like, you know, just, like, the comments that you guys make are just it's everything to me and
Thank you for finding the humor in our lives.
Yeah.
with us.
Yes, because we need that perspective too.
Yeah. And honestly, it's just nice to know that we have people out there that can relate. So it just gives us that sense of like, you're never alone in what you're going through. There's somebody out there that can relate. There's somebody out there that has experienced what you have gone through. And to be frank, that's why I like doing this.
Mhm.
Is to give people a place where they can go and have somebody to relate to. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say that enough. We got a lot of shout outs for our 50th episode and stuff here.
Mhm.
One of many milestone achievements to come. Absolutely. That's what we're
Mhm.
hoping
Hoping for.
hoping for. Words are hard. But we are at the top of the hour. So, ladies, before we close out, any closing remarks, any final thank yous, anything like that?
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Aw,
Wear your stretchy pants tomorrow.
I will.
Good.
I will. I'm gonna give a final shout out to my husband for always dealing with our toddler and keeping her away from this area while I'm on the podcast every single week. So that's 50 weeks of him having to do that every Wednesday. So thanks, babe. 50 down, 5 million to go. I don't know if I'll live to 5 million, but I'm just kidding.
We were doing that math earlier. I don't think we'll make it that far.
I need y'all to think big like this.
Right, right. 50 million, 50 million to go. Fuck it. All right. Well, if you guys don't follow us on all of our social media platforms, B is going to let you guys know how you can find us. But before that, I just want to tell everybody happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys all eat some bomb ass food, some bomb ass dressing,
Mm.
and and have an amazing time with whoever you choose to have Thanksgiving with, and that the food is bomb and you are all safe out
Yes.
there. All right, B, let them know.
If you are not already, don't just like, follow, and subscribe to us on one, but all of our social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at It's No Secret Podcast Live. And if you can't join us for our live stream every Wednesday, then you can definitely listen to us on our Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Sunday night. And if you just love to see our beautiful faces, then you can rewatch all of our episodes on YouTube whenever you want.
Yeah, whenever you want, guys.
Whenever.
And until next time, remember, tomorrow officially starts baby making season. Stay safe.
Bye.